Genius IQ strategy. You play the Goblin barrel, they use their spell, then you use the Goblin curse on their swarm cards, and then you freeze, and then they can't do anything because they've used their spell. And if they have, then they throw another Goblin barrel, then you have Goblin barrel evolution. You can freeze one lane or you can freeze the other lane. I don't know how I haven't thought about this before. Goblin barrel evolution and Goblin curse, and then with freeze, so you can just take advantage of that. And then you've also got Evolve Dark Goblin, which means it's another baity card that's broken for defense. And it also means you don't need Evolve Cannon on defense because you can just rely on the Evolve Dark Goblin plus freeze. If you get in a bad situation, freeze. If your parents don't love you, freeze. If you're going through custody battle with your partner who no longer loves you anymore and you're fighting over the kids and you're struggling to pay child support, freeze. So basically what I'm saying is I have every situation covered and it's a solve game. I was watching a YouTube video today, by the way, from a YouTuber that I like, handsome guy, pretty tall as well, makes Clash vids, good guy. And I couldn't help but notice he never has brand deals in his videos. And I was like, that is so great. Like, I love that guy. You know what I mean? He's just an honest guy. He's not like the other YouTubers, and he doesn't sell out. And that's what I love about him. Today's video is sponsored by Dark and Darker Mobile, baby. You may have heard of Dark and Darker on the PC, but now it's soft launching on mobile in US and Canada. It's basically a dungeon explorer game, kind of mixed with a battle royale, sort of like PUBG if you've played that. There's a bunch of different game modes. One is a 3v3 player versus player arena battle, which is probably my favorite part of the game. Or you can play the player versus environment versus other bosses with new weekly challenges. It updates every weekly, in Clash it's every month, but in Dark and Darker every week. So you can verse bosses that scale up in difficulty, you can verse other players in PvP, you can get better loot in the dungeons, get better swords, weapons, whatnot. And using code INFLUENCER, you can get 2 epic equipment selection chests, which is good for 1,000 uses, which I would recommend. So make sure to download this game using my link in the description, or you can scan the QR code on screen and you might get some juicy stuff in the game. So thank you to Dark and Darker Mobile for sponsoring today's video. And this is the thing. One thing I love about Freeze is you can see the light leave their eyes. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, my sparky goblin giant's on the tower. I'm about to get a ton of damage. My parents are finally going to love me. And then all of a sudden, oh no, fucking freeze. And my parents still don't love me. They're like, oh, we almost thought you were going to amount to something. And then I just freeze and kill their whole push. And their parents' dreams crumble in front of their eyes. And that's what I love about it. Freeze just gives false hope, you know what I mean? It makes you think you're a champion until I freeze and you realize, wait, your whole push is fucking dead. And that's probably why Muhammad Light, who's the best player in this fucking game, is as good as he is. Because whilst he doesn't play Freeze, and the idiots do that, like me, he makes you think like he can't defend. And then you spend a shit ton of elixir and then he just defends. You're like, what the hell? Anyway, this is kind of geeky. He's got fucking Evolved Goblin Giant, so I'm going to do my best to defend this shit. Hey, Sparky, relax, dude. Just going to play a little Ice Spirit, defend all that, and we're chilling. The thing is, this guy's got an annoying deck because he has Dagger Duchess. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to freeze this side. Because, yeah, I had a feeling he was going to defend that side because that's the side with the main barrel. And we're getting a shitload of damage. We take that. And you know what? I'm just going to throw another one. He's building up the world's most colossal push, but I'm going to try my best to not give a fuck about that. And defend, I guess, with cycle cards and no Evolve Cannon. This is the test. Does Ken need Evolve Cannon? Is Ken washed, or is he a fucking god at this game still? Because I've always just been such a god. Anyway, I don't want to... Oh, that died to the poison. Okay, so he's using his log there. Unfortunately, this guy does not have any swarm cards, but I'm going to do this, and... he's going to probably... Oh, okay. So he played that at the same time. So little bro's reaction speeds were not all that. He's not... What the hell? Alright, he's switching lanes on my ass right now. That's fine. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. I can tank this. He's probably going to avoid my Dark Goblin. So let's go with the Evolve one. And I think he's just accepted that he's like not that guy anymore. Maybe he... Wait, hang on. Maybe if I go like this. And then I freeze here... Fuck, I'm an idiot. I should have just froze the other side. That's not good. Alright, you know what? I'm going to Dark Goblin the bridge to try and snipe that shit. And yeah, he's going to go for that. Okay, so let's go with some cycle cards here. Holy fuck, I do not want to choke this game. Let's go for Goblin Curse. Let's go for this. And then let's try and defend everything in both lanes. This is a little scary, I'm not going to lie, chat. But it's fine. So he's got Log. He's got Dagger Duchess, which kills everything in 1 second. And he's insisting on goofy ass cycle that shit in the back. You know what? I'm going to play this because he's probably going to focus on that. And then I'm going to play this. And then I'm going to freeze. And hopefully we can get some poison damage on his tower as well. God damn. That was a play I made. That was definitely one of the plays of all time. Alright, you know what? I'm going to freeze. I don't want him getting too much damage. And then I'm going to throw a Goblin Barrel, try and catch him with his pants down so that I can, I don't know, before he gets that log off. And yes, we win! You are not the #1 in India. I am now. Anyway, let's hit him with the cry emote so we have his day ruined a little bit. So yeah, this was the strat. That guy had Evolve Cannon. No, he didn't. He had Evolve Goblin Giant and he had Sparky. And we didn't have a building, but we could defend. But the annoying thing is Dagger Duchess. That shit is no bueno. I'm pretty tired right now, I'm not gonna lie. Oh! Yes! A Goblin Curse's Dream is coming up later in this video. I'm pretty tired right now. I was up late. I was up late at crackhead hours, and I'm not normally up at crackhead hours, but it's fine. We live another day. And I literally, I must have, like, early signs of dementia, because I genuinely cannot remember if I've even said this, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I was doing a stream last night with a big Twitch streamer. If I've said this in this video, then there is something wrong with me. I was doing a Twitch stream last night with a Twitch streamer called Oni Pixel, and it was really fun. And I beat him at Clash, and so I got to tweet Ken is my daddy from his Twitter account, which has like a lot of followers, and that really boosted my self-esteem. So yeah, that's something that happened, but now I'm tired today. But that's okay, because I get to beat people at Clash, and that is the cure to tiredness at the end of the day. Anyway, I don't know if this guy's like, you know, just not playing anymore, because if he isn't, then that would be fantastic. Something tells me he is, though. And I know the moment I go Evolve... Why is everybody playing Sparky against me today? Alright, fuck it. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to try and freeze here, because that shit is going to ramp up, and that red poison damage does so much damage that I... What the hell? Alright, we're going to be doing the Defend with Fuck All Elixir challenge here. So, let's do that, like now. And try our best to not die. I don't even have a ground card to play right now. Alright, it looks like we might lose a lot of... Yeah, we're going to take some damage here, that's for sure. But his King Tower... I think he's... What the hell? What is this guy playing, man? Alright, well... Something tells me, in the back of my mind, that he regrets taking all that damage in his King Tower. So I'm going to freeze here, because he doesn't seem to defend fucking anything. This guy's team attack. And, that's fine, Thor. I see you trying to let my Goblin Curse take the tower, because it's my favorite card in the game. Thank you, my friend. They need to have a fucking tip in the game that says, did you know Goblin Curse has damage amplification? Let's push for that. There is nothing in my item shop. I don't know why it keeps coming up with that wish list. Alright. Whopper from 99% luck. Alright, dude. Let's see if you've got some luck here. Which is a fantastic start, because it means that... Oh, and a Goblin Gang. It's just feeding my Goblin Curse. And that's what I love for. I fiend for some Goblin Curse value. Anyway, let's see. Does he have any other Swarm cards? Let's find out, I guess. This is good, though, because I'm cycling Goblin Barrels, and then I can play the Evolve 1, and when I get to play the Evolve 1, it puts a little smirk on my face, like one of these. But anyway, we activated King. Didn't even kill the E-Spirit, so that's going to be able to counter that shit. I'll just play Skeletons as well. Make sure that shit is on lock. Alright, now, I'm going to hit him... What is going on today? I really want to read this guy's clan description. I don't know. I've always been a very curious person. Even when I was younger, my friend would always say, you ask a lot of questions. I don't know why. I just ask a lot of questions. I want to know how the world works. I remember when I was in math, actually, my math teacher was like, you always overcomplicate things. And I was like, thanks, Chief. That's going to be really good going forwards in my life. And that's when I realized my only skill was going to be playing Clash, because I clearly am too... Math is clearly just not going to work out for me. That's a side tangent to asking questions. Yeah, I don't know. I always ask questions. I'm a curious guy. Smash like for curiosity. Smash like for brain. Smash like for knowledge. Smash like if you're breathing air. Alright, so... That Xe really got damaged there. That's hilarious. That's so funny, man. This game knows how to put a big old grin on my face. Anyway, the Dark Goblin's kind of going Dicko mode over here. I need that shit to get in the poison, though. That would be ideal. Alright, it survived. We're doing a Dark Goblin train. Fuck it. Just want to see what happens. And Whopper is, he's not getting so lucky today. I'm not even doing the gimmick right now, Whopper. Wake the fuck up, dude. What is happening? Who are you? Fight for your family's honor, man. If your ancestors were looking down on you, would they say, I'm glad Whopper was born? Or would they say, you're a waste of space and we wish you never had? They probably want me as their grandchild instead. That's what's happening right now, Whopper. Whopper, do something. I almost feel bad. You know me, one of the most notorious bullies this side of the equator, and even I feel bad. That's when you know some shit is fucked up. But I will be reading Whopper's clan description, because nothing puts a smile on my face like reading clan descriptions. I don't know why. Now I get to open an unlucky drop. Fuck yeah, dude. Give me that the hell? 1-star shit. Yep, back to back. Cool. And now, let's see. Welcome to all active players. Strict war/donation requirements. I thought they spelled requirements wrong, but I'm tweaking. Welcome to the family. No spamming. Maybe I should start joining these clans and spamming shit. If you think that's a good idea, then go to your neighbor's house, grab a machete, and slice him up by the neck. In Minecraft, family friendly.